Okay. Hello, people. Happy Thursday. Right. I'm just going to set up the TikTok. Oh my, where have I put TikTok? So I need to edit a reel. Um, so you're gonna, okay. Happy Thursday. Editing a reel and right, I'm just coming up with the um okay, right, going live. Have I got a weird filter on TikTok? What is this filter? Oh my god. How do I get this weird filter off my TikTok? Annoyingly, I have not wiped the camera. This is a weird filter on TikTok. This is not ideal. Okay. Hello. So I've got a light. So yeah, I've got the M&S mulled rosé. So I haven't added any sugar. Last time they said to add sugar. I don't think it needs sugar. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's different to what I had in Germany, but it's still nice. Anyways, so I need to do a TikTok. So I am going it keeps coming up with people and I'm like, are these people actually watching my live? Right, so I'm going to do a TikTok which is like a Christmas bucket list. Um so yeah, that's basically I mean, I could put some music on. Does Epidemic Sound have a YouTube? Um let me see if I can go on Epidemic Sound YouTube. Because for some reason it won't let me play Epidemic Sound um on my other device. Is there not just any music that I can just put on? Uh, Also, I don't know whether to set up like channel memberships on YouTube. So I could do like an exclusive live stream once a month and maybe send out like little like cards or something once a month. I don't know how people would feel about that. Let me know. Ah, damn, I don't think there's any music that I can just put on from Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Pop? Oh, there's a stream. Okay, they have streams. Epidemic Hip Hop. Okay, maybe we can put Epidemic Relax. 1 hour relaxing piano. Spa music? Do we want spa music? Imagine spa music. I don't know. All I want is some background music, or do I want trap beats? 50 trap beats. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay, what's this?
Get Klarna on a debit card.
Oh God, we don't want that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Skip. Oh God, that's not gonna work, is That's not gonna work. What, we're gonna have to put on the spa music. We're gonna put the spa music on. We'll put the spa music on. Okay. This is so funny. Hi, sorry I didn't see your message. I am actually gonna record tomorrow's Instagram reel. So I'm just finding the clips. So I started filming. This is so funny. I need to make the lives more interactive. Okay, how can I make them more interactive? How? Let me know. Right, what am I doing? So, okay, I've got the clips. So yeah, on TikTok, I've asked whether I should do a membership on YouTube. Yeah, I know. More interactive. What would people want to contribute or? Hi, how you doing? Like more chatty and fun. Okay, obviously I would not charge for watching me edit a TikTok. This is just, I need to put on my timer. This is because I try and time when I work. I'm just trying to batch more work into this time. But obviously, if you were to become a member, the live would not be like this. I don't know why I've got this filter. Does anyone know how I get rid of this filter? Oh my God, I'm so confused. Why do I have a filter? I don't want a filter. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm just gonna edit tomorrow's reel, which is all about a Christmas bucket list. So all of the things that I like to do pre-Christmas, they need to get I am going to Jamaica in February. You will get a taste of it. The taste is not happening tonight. I'm literally just floating the idea. So that will go on. The live will be saved on YouTube so people can comment. They need to get a taste. I mean, you've had tastes. You've had a taste. You know. I think when we I know. This is not very interesting, but this is literally because I'm just trying to batch my work. I found that the evenings go really quickly. But I've had a bit of a solo week. I don't know if anyone else lives alone. And like, if you live alone, do you spend like multiple days? Like, do you work from home? Like, are you an introvert? Do you find that you don't go out and see, like, if you don't have to go out, do you just stay in? Or are you an introvert that lives with other people and you just have like very minimal conversations? Or do you live alone and you make an effort? I mean, I live alone, but I've been out every day. What did I do on Saturday? Yes, I've been out every day. I think what did I even do? I came back from Amsterdam. But I've been out every single day. This is the first day I've had like a conversation with a friend. But Yeah, I've had days like I've gone out, I've gone to the gym, or I've gone to the shop. I've interacted with people in that way. But I've not had a conversation apart from this TikTok. Well, apart from going live on Tuesday, I've not really had a conversation since Saturday, and I haven't called anyone on the phone. So I just wondered if anyone else lives alone and they're perhaps like this. Let me know. Oh damn! Now it's an ad. This spa music. Living alone. Yeah. So does anyone live alone and they're like an introvert and they're actually like, yeah, I'm just gonna hibernate. But yeah, I think I tend to like go to a gym class, or I just go out and get a coffee. Like I need to like interact with someone. But it's tricky, isn't it? I think friendship is hard. Why do I feel like this is like a seance or something? Yeah, I think it's hard, like making new friends and having friends that want to put like equal effort in to like see you. I mean, the only people that sort of, I'm in a Black Love WhatsApp group, and we, there's constant plans, maybe because there's like a few of us, but people are constantly thinking like, what can we do? What can we do? But yeah, with other people I've met, it's hard. Like, I feel like I would have to be the one making the effort, but I have not made the effort. But I could make the effort, but I haven't made the effort. But then I think everyone is just so busy. I don't know. Oh, you're an ambivert. Ooh. You could go days without talking to someone. No, I need to talk to someone. Yeah. So, yeah, sorry, just editing a TikTok. Do you do any volunteering? I don't. Yeah, that would be a good way to meet people. But yeah, it's a weird time. It's a weird time. Did everyone else see in the news? Apparently, adolescence ends when you're 32 or 33. Like you're a teenager. Oh, let me see if I can find the article. Oh my god, what have I done here? Oh god, I've accidentally added a sticker. Oh no, someone else. Oh, does anyone find like Instagram is so confusing? Like I'll end up on the Reels tab when I'm out and about, and it obviously starts playing, and I'm like, I did not want to play anything out loud. It's just annoying. But yeah, apparently adolescence lasts into your 30s. So childhood from birth to age 9, adolescence from 9 to 32. Imagine. And then you're an adult from 32 to 66. Early aging from 6. Should I send this to my dad? He's in early age. It's surreal, isn't it? My dad's in early aging. And then late aging. Oh, sorry. Early aging from 66 to 83. And then late aging from 83 onwards. What do we think about that? I mean, so what they studied brain cells. So our brains go, I mean, I do feel like, when did I start to feel like an adult? Probably when I moved here. And I guess I am an adult. It feels weird. You only feel like you enjoy your own space more. Oh, that's interesting. But do you work from home or do you go into the office? because I could work from home, but I need to see people. I need to go to the gym. I need to just mix up my surroundings, I think, every single day. And I'm beholden to the Apple Watch. I'm gutted. I didn't charge the Apple Watch, so it didn't log all of my workouts. Does anyone else try and like close their rings? Okay, maybe I won't edit the TikTok on the live because I think it's probably not working. So let's see if we can put epidemic sound on and stop playing the spa music because it's just funny. Okay, let's stop playing this spa music. Sometimes I've done this before where I've done a voiceover on the live, and some people have found it interesting, but I think it's hard to multitask. How do I get genres? Hip hop, is that the one? Lo-fi hip hop, morning coffee. Yeah, this is all right. Oh, this is a bit loud now. Coffee meetups. Yeah, the thing is, I did actually go to oh, you're fully in the office. No, I went to like a co-working space for creators today. Annoyingly, I was waiting for a parcel. So I wanted to go there earlier, but the parcel came at like 2:30. So I did go out, but it wasn't for as long as I would have liked to. And I wanted to start writing a Substack post, and it just did not happen. But maybe it'll happen. Maybe it'll happen later. I'm a bit of a night owl. But I think it's just hard. I think everyone's so busy, and not everyone, like, some people are introverts. Some creators are introverts. So they're quite happy to just not meet up with anyone, or, perhaps they live with a partner and that kind of, ticks everything. Some people are a bit, not weird, but some influencers aren't as you would expect them. I think a lot of it is, you can kind of perform to the camera, but in person, I don't know, it's a bit of a different story sometimes. Also, oh my God, I got blocked. Guess who I got blocked? I got blocked by Lydia Millen. Who are the real ones that remember the Lydia Millen tea? Who remembers? At one point, I had blocked her. It's so funny. I had her blocked for a while because I was just, after the beef, I was just like, I don't even want to consume her content. But then after maybe in the last year or so, I actually unblocked her. And then sometimes I would have like a little gander, but I never said anything to her. The only thing I can think of is that I commented on a TikTok about someone else who got blocked by Lydia Millen. And I sort of explained something. I explained some of our beef. And now I've been blocked. I cannot go on her profile. She's blocked all of my accounts. I have about 7 accounts on Instagram. And I cannot go on her Instagram account. I can't go on her TikTok, but I can watch her on YouTube. Well, hey, I mean, her videos are very long. But it's interesting that she would block. I mean, we were friends at one point. It's just interesting. But yeah, does anyone remember the Lydia Millen beef? I don't even know if I was going to expose her, but the moment's past. So yeah, apart from that, what else is in the news? What else is in the news? Let's have a look on the Times. Okay. Potential Eurovision boycott by Ireland and Spain. Am I dating? Not at this very moment. Imagine if I was on Bumble right now. Ooh. Diddy. I want to watch Diddy. I think maybe after this, I might start watching the Diddy documentary. Have you watched it? No, I definitely want to start watching it. That's the thing. I don't watch a lot of series, but I do love a documentary. What's my type? I don't have a type at this point. I don't. Again, I think that types can limit people. I was going to do a video about, did you see there was this guy that was like, I don't like black women? And it's weird because I was going to do a video that's like, how can you say that you don't like an entire race? Like, just imagine there's 1 billion black women, there's 1 billion Indian. Like, imagine you're saying that you can't find someone out of 1 billion attractive. Like, again, you know, there's certain aesthetics I may have liked in the past, but I'm never gonna say out of 1 billion people that I cannot find one person attractive. You know, it's a weird one, isn't it? I think it's a weird thing to admit. And then he was like, I tried to like a black girl. It's like, ugh. Sometimes I get a bit fed up about all the discourse or like how complicated it is being black. The fact that some people are like, you sound white. We know that white people, you could be from Edinburgh, you could be from Newcastle. White people have so many different accents. What does sounding white mean? What are you trying to say? And really, people are telling on themselves. But again, I mean, that's not really happened to me in person. That's not really happened to me in person. But if it did happen to me in person, I'd be like, sorry, what are you trying to say? Because white is not an accent. You know, there's so many different Cockney accents, like, but it never really happens in person. And I don't know if anyone's said that outright to me. I obviously, you know, going viral, some people are like, oh, I can tell. Why do you speak like that? Is that what you've heard? Again, I don't really get this in person, but it'd be interesting to be armed with the knowledge to sort of say, like, do you realize that you don't make any sense and you're telling on yourself? You know, and then just the discourse about natural hair. So I did a TikTok yesterday because the natural hair police are just like, are you asking me if I've got children? Imagine if I had children. I'm drinking mulled rosé on a Thursday. Do I look like I have children? What am I yapping about? Just there's so much discourse. I saw lots of videos from like girls with natural hair, and they're like, you don't like your natural hair. You need to, you hate yourself. And it's like, who set that system up? If we remember that viral TikTok. And then I'm arguing with someone in my comments. When you speak, you go off topic. The thing is, you try hosting a live stream where you don't know what you're going to talk about. I don't know. Live streams are weird. The tucking the hair of the, I don't really tuck the hair behind the ear, but I don't have a problem with someone tucking the hair behind the ear. Would I invite people to join me? Perhaps. I know. People think we're all hairdressers. I'm like, I can knit, I can sew, I can dance. You expect me to be able to do hair? I mean, you'd think because I can knit, I could do hair, but really, they're not. I mean, you're knitting with a thing, like hair. You've got to work with the thing. I feel like there's only so many things we can be good at in this life. And for me, hair is not one of them. You know, I am happy to outsource that. But it does mean in COVID times, my hair was interesting. But yeah, no, I was consuming a few videos from girls with like natural hair, or girls saying like, oh, you don't like civil rights hair. and they've got like big hair, they've got long hair, and they're like, no, it's easier to do short natural hair. And I'm like, no, it's not. If you're in a rush, if you're depressed and your hair, it's like, it's not play, you know, you sleep with it in twists and then you're trying to brush it out and you need to leave your house in 10 minutes. You cannot tie it in a ponytail, or the ponytail will be very small. Like if I don't have time to do my hair, it is in 2 puffs. I did see one girl who kind of like reclaimed the 2 puffs, and maybe we don't see enough of us around with like the 2 puffs, you know, because even cane rows, like, you know, a few years ago, I would have thought of that as like a childlike style. But now I'm like, actually, it's quite, you know, when you see it on enough people, you kind of retrain your brain. So maybe with the puffs, I mean, the puffs, if you had your makeup done and everything, you know, but am I well off? No. But yeah, I don't know. People are always like, just because it's easy for you to do your hair, it's not the same for everyone. And yeah, if you don't want to know what it's like, you live in the house say you've got a date and your hair, like, it's just not playing ball and you need to leave the house. If you can tie it up into a ponytail and you have hair, like, that is a privilege. So we all have to start somewhere. True, but I'm never gonna be, again, it's like I can't even make sushi. Like, I've watched people do it. I cannot make sushi. I now make a deconstructed poke bowl, but I've given up on trying to make sushi. And that's how I feel about doing hair, you know? And it's not possible for us to be good at everything. We cannot be good at hair. Have I tried? I've been to a cane row class. I understand the theory, but I just find it really hard. Maybe it would even be easier to do it on myself rather than a head, or to do it on an app. I don't know. The thing is, I've only been to the classes at the Black Ballad Weekender, and they're about an hour, and I just don't get it in that time. Twists, blown out. But how long is your hair? And the thing is, if you blow your hair out, surely you go outside and it shrinks. Like, if you've got long hair, at least if you blow it out and it shrinks a bit, you've still got hair. If you practice on straightened hair. Yeah. Well, I might do another post. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong with shrinkage, but if it wasn't your intended style, then it's a bit annoying. I love the hair when it's all blown out, but I know it's just not going to last. What hair issues are you having? I mean, all of them. I think I need to get a trim. It's just time goes so quickly. I don't even know if I want to tell you when I last had a trim. I know I might book to go to the Amma hair salon, maybe to just get like a treatment, trim, and I'll document it as well, because a lot of people talk about that salon. Oh, how was it? Braids are expensive. I'm actually going to top up how much I spent on my hair this year. So, because people say we spend the most on hair, and I'm trying to tot it up, but annoyingly, I can't remember like how I paid for certain hairstyles. So I'm trying to get onto my M&S account and I can't. And it's because getting a new phone, it's so hard to like set up the new phone. Who's Mebu? Is that someone at the salon? Oh, okay. I'm not. It's a bit of a trek to go to Stockwell. But yeah, I'm trying to add up how much I spent on my hair this year. But I don't know how much I spent on mini twists, and I don't remember how I paid for them. Do I go to a hair shop? I've got a lot of hair products. I think I'm gonna have to donate some of them. So I get gifted hair products, but I also buy hair products. I've got enough hair products for the next 3 years. But I've got some Mayel. I think I might have to just, I don't want a silk press because I exercise. Yeah, I've heard things about the hair shops with the fake products. So yeah, I don't really want a silk press, because if I just wanted straight hair, I would just get a wig, because I just don't. I want to exercise. I cycle. It's just not really practical. Right, let me see if I can figure out. I did end up buying something from PAX. I know it's controversial. I can't even remember how I paid for it. How did I pay for this braiding hair? How did I pay for it? Oh my God. Why can't I find how I paid for this hair? Oh my, how can I not find the receipt? I bet. Oh my God. How do I find? This is why I should have made a note. Oh, Space NK. Really? What branch? It's not the same though. Silk press. You mean wig over silk press? I've not had a silk. I had a silk press, but they didn't put good products on it, so it literally did not last. I got on the tube, and then it literally just reverted. The thing is, I just don't know if there's any point in having a silk. I like the thickness. My hair will look thicker if it's natural. Where is this? Why can't I find the thing that I had open? Okay. Oh, really? I know there's a new Space NK at Oxford Street. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if they're going to be any better. Oh, King's Cross. Wow. And Hampstead. Yeah, maybe the one at Oxford Street would be better. Because I feel like if you work in Oxford Street, you're a bit more, I don't know. You could be from anywhere in London. Why can't I find this receipt? So yeah, I'm going to add up how much I spent on my hair. Did I have to give? No, I only had to do fingerprints on this hand. It's so funny. When I went to Spain, you have to go to this machine. So I'm talking about the EES system if you're a Brit traveling to Europe. So you have to go to this thing and you have to say like how long you in the country. And then they asked me for proof of tourism or something. I said I was here for a holiday. They were like, do you have proof? I'm like, I don't have proof. What is the proof? Like, I'm just going to Spain. So it didn't work when I went to Spain. And it was weird because it wasn't working. And then they just sent me to these gates. The gates weren't working. And then they just sent me to the desk and the guy stamped the passport and let me go through. So I was like, what was the point? When I went to Amsterdam, they did take my fingerprints. So it worked a lot better there. They didn't ask me why I was on holiday. I mean, maybe I should have lied, but I didn't want to lie, you know? So yeah, you only have to do fingerprints, I think, on one hand. And I did the right. Right. So why can't I find a receipt from PAX? I don't understand how I would have paid for it, but I think I can work out how much I paid for it because someone told me what hair to buy. 6 packs. So did I really spend £60 on crochet hair? Maybe I did. Did I really spend that much money on crochet hair? Did I really? God, hair costs a lot, man. I wonder if PAX would be... If I could just get on my M&S credit card. You would rather the stamp. I still got a stamp. It's annoying. When you go to the Caribbean, you don't even get a stamp now. I'm like, I've been to Jamaica, 4 times in the past, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, I've been to Jamaica And I've been to the Caribbean 6 times, and I've only probably got 1 stamp from St. Lucia. I'm like, what's the point in this passport? It's not cheap. Did I really spend £60 on passion twists? And they weren't even what I wanted. Let me see if I can get on this M&S banking app, because it's... Yeah, I'm trying to... So probably... I need to decide whether I'm going to Amma Hair Salon this month, because then I'll have to add it to the total. Britain needs to rejoin the EU. I need some cheese. I went to Paris and I couldn't even buy any butter. I'm gutted. I was gutted. Amma's is not cheap. It's not, but I'm not going to go there for braids. But I might go there for like wash, treatment, trim. Book early. Monday to Wednesday promo. I saw that. Right, let's see if I can finally get on the M&S banking app. I know why it didn't approve me. It's because the selfie was blurred. Okay, I think now it's going to ask me to take a photo, take a selfie. Oh, God. Right, I can't. Maybe I'm better off taking these off. Did it not press? I can't see what I'm doing now. Okay, well, they've captured the selfie. Is it going to get approved? Send me an activation code. Okay, new M&S pin. It's probably not going to let me have the one that I tried to do before. Okay, we'll see if that works. But yeah, maybe I should see. I feel like I'm going to have like a pamper week, the week of like the 15th. So I wonder if Amma's will have that promo. Yeah, I had to update because my phone was running out of... Oh, really? Brazilian knots? No, I've not heard of that. Oh, interesting. Did I upgrade my phone? Yeah, I had to because my other phone was full. Like, because when I got, when I first got a smartphone, we weren't doing as many videos, and I didn't have a system for like backing up my content, and my other phone was full, and I'd been on so many trips, and I was like struggling because now I shoot everything on my phone. So I had to get a 1 terabyte phone. It's annoying because I could have waited longer, but it was just getting unbearable. So I'm hoping to have this phone for like another 3 years. So I don't like the colors. Why don't we have a pink? I don't like this. What is this? What is this, honey? Okay, let me look at the Amma Hair Salon. I'm also, because I'm going to Jamaica, I might try and get a walking pad, because I feel like I don't do a lot of walking when I go to Jamaica. So I'm looking into getting a walking pad. So I think there might be a shop where I can get one. What am I even doing? Oh yeah, I was going to look at the Amma. So what is the offer? Oh, bonsoir. Bonsoir. Oh, my ID verification keeps... Why does it keep failing? Why is it so hard to get on the M&S app? I just want to see how much I spent on hair. Ooh, so Amma's, they have a quarterly treatment pass. So you pay £100 and you get wash, treatment, blow dry. Monthly pass. That would be interesting. Wash, treatment, blow dry. That would be good if you were local. Private room. Oh, wow. So winter offers. So there's a weave promo, Fiolani braids promo, wash, blow dry wig cornrows. That could actually, but I do need a trim. I could actually do that. Wash and blow dry. I would have liked a treatment, but I mean, it's an offer, isn't it? I wonder if I can add a trim. Why can't I add? Oh, I can. Oh, okay. I could do okay. How much is it going to be again? I can't see how much it's going to be, but I might actually be able to do it. Okay, this could work. How much would it cost? It would only cost £67. That's not bad. Because I could just wear my half wig. Maybe I will book off Amas because I need a trim. I really need a trim. So yeah, that'll be some interesting content. Yeah, I've been trying to plan out all my content for the next month. So I need to do that. Yeah, the promo's good. I might book it. Okay, I have to figure out what I'm doing in that week. But yeah, so expect to see that content in the next couple of weeks. I will do. Oh my God, I feel like I need to unbutton. I got some new jeans. They're quite nice. They've got a bit of stretch, but I have been wearing them all day. So I just had to unbutton them. But yeah, so how long have we got? I think we've got 20 minutes. Maybe. What could I do? What could I do? I don't have anything to unbox. I need to tidy, but it's not going to happen. But yeah, I'm going to book the Amma hair salon. That's going to be fun. So if you're new to this live, I'm still drinking the mulled rosé. No, I did not get the M&S jeans. I think I prefer the Abercrombie ones on the bum. So, but they're out of stock. I mean, there's no rush. It's not like I have jeans. I don't even wear jeans that much, you know? So I don't mind. If I get them in 2 months, I don't mind, you know, because I've got a lot. I feel like I need to do a shopping ban, but then I hate it. I don't want to ban myself because I'm like, I hate, what if I see something I really want? Oh, hi. How you doing? So, you don't, oh, you mean the mulled rosé? It doesn't taste like the one I had in Germany, but I think it does taste nice. It doesn't need sugar. They said to add sugar, does not need sugar. So, yeah, I like it, but I might try and make my own mulled wine. I've got loads of bottles of red. So, yeah, and I've got some like mulled wine spice mix from Germany. Oh, you don't like? I like it. I do like it. Yeah, it's cheaper than going to Germany. But £6. I don't know how much it costs in Aldi, but it looks, the M&S bottle looks nice. Like you could bring it as a housewarming gift. Let's see how much the Aldi one is. Oh, Aldi is £2.39. I mean, that's a bargain. but you think it needs something. Interesting. What am I up to? Oh, you're new here. Are you new here? I'm not really up to much. I was going to edit a reel, but I think people found that a bit boring. So we've been chatting about natural hair, me going to get my hair done, how much I spend on hair, trying to log into the M&S banking app. But also the fact that adolescence lasts until the age of 32. So I am 25. Technically, I'm like a 25-year-old. But no, it makes sense. I feel like you really come into yourself in your 30s. I feel like I was such a mess, like throughout my 20s. So yeah, it was very interesting. Obviously, I went viral for not having black friends until 26. Again, it's like I think I'm a better friend now in my 30s. My 20s were a mess. And I don't have a lot of the friendships that I had in my 20s now. So yeah. Did I say no, adolescence lasts until you're 32. What are my travel plans for 2026? I think I might go to Italy because I can get a flight for £1, hopefully. Join the club. Sorry, what's the club? What's the club? Yeah, Jamaica. I would love to go to Asia. It all depends on money, really. All depends on money. So I contacted a potential agent. Yeah. So if you Google the independent and adolescence ending, that's apparently because it's to do with like the brain or something. But it makes sense because I feel like you're a mess in your 20s. Like yeah. But anyways, what was I even saying? Yeah, I contacted a potential agent, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. But I've been talking about that on my vlogs for a while. I need to contact another one. But there's a bit of insecurity there. There's a bit of insecurity that I don't know. I feel like when you're assigned to an agency, you might be just seen as pound signs, and it's like you're a person. So that's my worry. But I've got to do something. I've got to do something. Because it's tricky. Adolescent. Well, let me see. I think the Independence article was quite brief, but let's have a read. So, the human brain goes through five distinct stages of development during the average human lifetime, with measurable key turning points as we grow, mature, age, and decline, new research suggests. Neuroscientists at the University of Cambridge scanned the brains of almost 4,000 people aged 0 and 90 years old. Do they in between? Okay, scan the brains of almost 4,000 people aged between 0 and 90 years old to identify the 4 milestones which mark fundamental changes in the neural connections which make our brains work. One of the most surprising findings is that the period the scientists refer to as adolescence starts around the age of 9 years old, but far from ending when you reach your 20s, carries on for over another decade until you're in your early 30s. The research published in the journal Nature Communicationism found that our brains are constantly learning and adapting as we absorb new information. However, it is not a smooth journey of growth and consolidation, but one marked by flurries of activity, particular in the first half of life. The 5 major epochs the team identified are childhood, from birth to age 9, adolescence from 9 to 32, adulthood from 32 to 66, early aging from 66 to 83, late aging from 83 onwards. These distinct eras were detected using datasets taken from MRI diffusion scans, which map neural connections in the brain by tracking how water molecules move through brain tissue. Okay, so the eras provide important context for what our brains might be best at, or more vulnerable to at different stages of our lives. It could help us understand why some brains develop differently at key points in life, whether it be learning difficulties in childhood or dementia in our later years. So, yeah. Oh, thank you. You like the Barbie trip. How do you manage your finances? I save money. You just have to make sure you save money. You have to have savings. You have to have savings. Yeah, there's a lot to learn about the brain. I think the thing is I don't really budget, so it's a bit precarious at the moment, and I don't want to share certain things because I know there might be judgment. So I try and have a very good credit rating. So childhood. During the first epoch, which is from birth through childhood until around 9 years old, our brains are defined by network consolidation, the team's research revealed. During this process, the wealth of synapses, the connectors between neurons, which are overproduced in a baby's brain, are whittled down, with only the more active ones surviving. By the end of the first era, the brain undergoes a step change in cognitive capacity, but this is accompanied by the vulnerability, as after this point, the team said that there is also an increased risk of mental health disorders. I'm getting a deja vu. Have I done this before? I'm getting deja vu. I'm getting major deja vu. What have I been up to recently? I went to Amsterdam for a Barbie the Dream Experience. Make sure you watch the reels. And also, I've got an ad live on TikTok and Instagram. Please go and show it some love because it's been in the works for a while. I've been talking about it on my posts on my vlogs. So it's a Sharpie ad. I'm working with Sharpie. Imagine. So please go and show it some love and let me know what you think of my DIYs. Okay, during adolescence, the brain's communications networks are increasingly refined. This period is marked by the laying down of faster, smoother communication, both within specific brain areas and across the whole brain, a transformation that powers a move to far stronger cognitive skills. The team said that this process is not usually complete until we reach our early 30s. Wow. So from the age of 32, the longest epoch, that of adulthood, gets underway. Brain architecture stabilizes compared to previous phases with no major turning points for another 30 years. This corresponds with a plateau in intelligence and personality based on other studies. They also found segregation is more noticeable during this epoch, as regions of the brain slowly start to become less strongly connected and more compartmentalized. I mean, a plateau. I'm not getting any more. I'm not getting any cleverer. Someone has asked, how do brand trips like Barbie work? So I was invited in August. I didn't actually realize. Apparently, I'm like part of this. I'm a Barbie friend. Kind of like, I'm not really an ambassador. I did not read the email properly when I first got it. But at the start of the year, they invited me to an event at the Royal Albert Hall. And they're like, oh, do you want to be like, part of what we're doing this year? And I was like, yeah, I need to see people every day. So I was like, yeah. So yeah, I've been invited to 3 Barbie events this year. And they invited me to this in August. So August, they were like, are you free on these dates in November? And I didn't really read the email. So they actually said what they were inviting me to. I did not. I just read. I saw Amsterdam and Barbie. I was like, yes, I will go. So I got invited in August, and usually everything's covered, like flight, hotel, food. Sometimes your transport. I mean, it's very good if your transport in the UK is covered. That is rare. It's only happened with Bowden. What other? Bowden and Pandora, I think. I mean, Pandora, I only went to Brockenhurst. What's that area called? But I think Pandora, if you were going abroad, I feel like they would get you to the airport. Maybe Next. I think sometimes if your flight is early, the brand will pay for a taxi, but typically you make your way to the airport in the UK. We did get picked up in Amsterdam. I didn't know this was happening. So, I was prepared to do it myself, but no. Usually, I think on a trip when you're host, what trip have I not been picked up at the airport? I'm trying to think. I think it was something that I've pitched. I can't remember at this point in time. I think if you're working with maybe just a hotel, like once we worked with a hotel in Amsterdam, and we worked with a hostel, so we had to sort out our transportation. I did get expenses from the hostel. But yeah, typically on a press trip, they will cover your transport to the hotel, your hotel, the food for like the areas of, so the Amsterdam trip technically started on the evening of like last Wednesday. So in that afternoon, no lunch was covered. So I got food in the morning. But obviously dinner was covered. The next day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And then the last day, breakfast was covered. And then we had the afternoon free. And some people left early. I left quite late. So yeah, typically all of the activities are covered. The only things that aren't covered is, I guess, if you want to buy a souvenir or if you want something like sometimes alcohol won't be covered. Once this happened on a trip to Mauritius, but then it was covered. So yeah, sometimes people do that because they don't want you to go crazy, which is, fair enough. But yeah, typically most things are covered and there's not, like for the Barbie trip, there were not any deliverables. So let me know if you've got any more questions about press trips. But yeah, they invited me. I don't know how I got on their radar, but yeah, there's been some great trips. There's been some great trips, but there's also been some not so great trips. So I do have a TikTok on the time when a PR, he rapped the N-word on a press trip. And then when I called him out, he said that because he was gay, he understood discrimination. I've also had press trip. This was all pre-COVID. Post-COVID, maybe people are on better behavior. But pre-COVID, literally the day after he rapped, maybe a few days after he rapped the N-word, I had these two Danish girls like grabbing my braids. And yeah, how many times there's been 3 occasions where people have touched my hair on press trips. Yes, they were all white. And yeah, one racial slur. I get nervous. Even on the Barbie trip, I was a bit, because the DJ was playing some, like, I'm trying to remember, are there N-words in these songs? And like, I don't know. So, but maybe because it was a Barbie event, they played like the clean versions. But yeah, and then we got taken to a plantation house pre-COVID. So yeah, someone's asked any brand trips coming up next year. I don't know. I've won a trip to Sandals in St. Lucia, but it looks like I'll be taking my mum. So might be going to St. Lucia. Yeah. Maybe I go to Canada again. I don't know. But yeah, at the moment, I think there's a lot of competition when it comes to brand trips. And I go to travel conferences, but I don't know. Sometimes, I've been I've been to 4 places in the past 2 months, and I'm shattered. I feel like I haven't been settled. My flat's a mess. I feel a bit all over the place. Pre-COVID, I would travel 7 times in a year, and this year I've traveled 6 times, but like 4 of those times were in the past 2 months. Of course, if I'm asked, I will go, but it's not the be all and end all, I think. Yeah, but yeah, luckily since COVID, we've not had any racism from what I can remember. So anyway, so YouTube, it's time to say goodbye because we're going to play the final song for the TikTok crew. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I think my goal is going to be going live twice a week. So next week we're going to aim for Tuesday, and oh, it looks like it's going to be Tuesday. I mean, I might have a funeral on Wednesday. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to be feeling after a funeral. It's a cousin that I didn't know super well. Let's say Tuesday. Not sure about Wednesday. But anyways, thank you so much, YouTube. I will be saving this, and let me know what you think about a possible membership to this channel. Thank you so much. See you next week.